All right. So we were doing error in quotient. Error in quotient when two quantities are divided. We were doing that. So x is a by b. Writing within error limits, x plus minus delta x is a plus minus delta a over b plus minus delta b. Take x common, we'll get 1 plus minus delta x by x. Take a common and take b common from the denominator. So you can write x 1 plus minus delta x by x is a by b, 1 plus minus delta a by a, and we can write 1 plus minus delta b by b raised to power minus 1, because 1 plus minus delta b by b, that is in denominator. So when we write it here, we write its power minus 1. I hope this step is clear to you. If not, you can ask. How I have written a by b separately. This is as such, and this thing with power minus 1. Okay. Now we have to apply binomial theorem because it's of the form 1 plus x raised to power n. It is of the form 1 plus x raised to power n, and we have to apply binomial theorem. First, let us check its validity. It will be of this form 1 plus nx provided value of x is less than 1. You know, binomial theorem is applicable when the value of x is less than 1. So let us check whether this x is less than 1 or not. Okay? We know that error in b is certainly less than b. किसी भी क्वांटिटी में एरर जो है वो उसकी वैल्यू से कम होता है. So delta b by b is less than 1. So definitely delta b by b, that is less than 1. So our n will come here. N will come here. Minus 1 will come here when I apply binomial theorem. So it is clear to us that it is of the form 1 plus x raised to power n and x is less than 1. So yes, we can apply binomial theorem here. So let's apply binomial theorem. X 1 plus minus delta x by x. ये a by b को कट कर देते हैं. From equation number 1, x is a by b, उसको कट कर देते हैं. So we have 1 plus minus delta x by x is 1 plus minus delta a by a. Now we are applying binomial theorem here. Minus 1 comes here. N comes here. Is this step clear? ये n आ गया, फिर x लिखा हमने. So we have applied binomial theorem. देखिए, if this step is not clear, students, you can tell me. Okay, Himanshu is saying it's clear. Okay. Yes, many students are saying. What about those who have not given any indication? What about those? Is that okay? All right. So let us multiply now, open the bracket. 1 plus minus delta x by x is 1 plus minus delta a by a, 1. Now see, plus minus minus, minus minus plus. That means all the signs, all the two signs again together. आप प्लस को ऊपर लिखो या माइनस को ऊपर लिखो, it doesn't make any difference. इसका मतलब है प्लस माइनस. तो जब आपने प्लस माइनस को माइनस 1 से मल्टीप्लाई किया तो अगेन यू गेट प्लस माइनस. ठीक है. So that means it is not making any difference. I hope this step is clear. Now we will just open the brackets on right hand side. You know how to open that. 1 into 1 1 plus minus delta A by A plus minus delta B by B plus minus delta A delta B over AB. Is this step clear, students? I just multiplied so we get the 4 terms. Any doubt? Okay, so 1 gets cancelled on both sides. And again, for the same reason, we ignore the term containing product of delta A and delta B. Reason being it's very small, so we ignore this term. So see, we are left with plus minus delta x by x is plus minus delta A by A plus delta B by B. Same result as we got yesterday for the product. In case of product also we got the same result, and then we had taken 4 combinations and we selected the maximum combination, maximum possible error when we add both of them. So again you can see in quotient we can take their relative errors, not absolute errors. Please mind it. So whether we are multiplying or dividing any number of quantities, we have to add again their errors, but in this case, they're fractional errors. In this case, they're relative errors or even percentage errors we can add. But mind it, for addition or subtraction, we could add only their absolute errors. उसमें हम सिर्फ उनके absolute errors को ही add कर सकते हैं. ठीक है? So have a look at the whole article. If any point is not clear, students, you can ask. Yes, देख लीजिए एक बारी. चलिए लिखिए क्वेश्चन नाउ. If this article is clear, हाँ पावर वाला कर लेते हैं पहले. So last derivation is error in power. So when a quantity is raised to some power, so one quantity is sufficient. Now we don't take A and B. अब 2 quantities की जरूरत नहीं है, एक ही quantity की जरूरत है A, and it is raised to some power n. So let x is raised to A raised to power n. Okay, you don't need 2 quantities now. You need only one quantity. Raise it to some power. Call it x. So writing the whole equation within error limit, x and A, they are suppose given within error limits. And students, for your knowledge, some students, I think, they will give other method, log method also, for multiplication, division or power. But please see that we have not done differentiation yet. हमने अभी डिफरेंशिएशन क्लास में नहीं की है, तो प्लीज अवॉइड यूजिंग दैट मेथड. अभी लॉग मेथड से आप एरर इन मल्टीप्लिकेशन, डिवीजन और पावर नहीं करेंगे पेपर में. ठीक है? उससे ये पता चल जाएगा कि आपने नेट से कॉपी की है. ठीक है? तो प्लीज फॉलो दिस मेथड ओनली. राइट? सो x कॉमन 1 प्लस माइनस
ट्यूशन पे करा दिया हुआ है.
x by x. यस, हाँ जी बच्चे.
नंबर डिफरेंशिएशन से हमें करवा दिया हुआ हमारी एकेडमी
बच्चे, बट हमने अभी क्लास में डिफरेंशिएशन नहीं की. डोंट गो आफ्टर दैट. यही मैं आपको कह रही हूँ. प्लीज प्रेफर दिस मेथड. ये कोई डिफिकल्ट थोड़ी है. अगर कोई डाउट है पूछ लो, है ना. वैसे भी मैं आपको बताऊं कि थोड़ा सा सब्जेक्टिविटी ऑब्जेक्टिविटी का भी डिफरेंस होता है. सपोज दिस डेरिवेशन इज ऑफ 3 मार्क्स. लॉग से तो 2 स्टेप्स में आपका क्वेश्चन हो जाता है ना. देयर आर मोर वेज ऑफ अटेम्प्टिंग एनी आर्टिकल, आई एडमिट दैट, बट वो 2 मार्क्स के लिए बिल्कुल ठीक है वो मेथड. 3 मार्क्स के लिए प्लीज डू द एलेबोरेटेड वन वेयर वी आर यूजिंग बाइनोमियल थ्योरम. ठीक है? मल्टीप्लिकेशन, डिवीजन में और इसमें. तो अगर कोई प्रॉब्लम है मैं फिर से रिपीट करवा दूंगी. नो प्रॉब्लम. ठीक है?
ओके मैम.
तो टेक x कॉमन फ्रॉम हियर एंड a कॉमन फ्रॉम हियर. I think this step is clear to you. ये हम हर स्टेप कर रहे हैं बार बार. x कॉमन लिया तो हाउ वी गेट 1 प्लस माइनस डेल्टा x बाय x इनसाइड. आई होप दैट इज क्लियर. सेम वे ऑन दैट साइड ऑल्सो. उसके ऊपर n भी है. ठीक है. सो दैट इज a रेस्ट पर n सेपरेटली इफ वी राइट, and 1 plus minus delta a by a raised to power n, and this is x. So I have written a raised to power n separately now. Now see equation number 1. X is a raised to power n, so it gets cancelled. It gets cancelled on both sides. So we are left with 1 plus minus delta x by x, and here on right hand side again you need to apply binomial theorem. ठीक है. x is already less than 1, we know delta a is less than a, so delta a over a is less than 1. तो we can apply binomial theorem. ये n यहाँ पे आ जाएगा. 1 plus x raised to power n is 1 plus n x. बस ये n यहाँ पे आ जाएगा binomial apply करने के बाद. ठीक है. So we will write n here. Is this step clear? Always give the reason. Don't skip the reason. We have used binomial theorem here. X less than 1. Always give this reasoning that we have used binomial theorem. Fine. 1 gets cancelled on both sides. We are left with plus minus delta x by x is n times the error in a. So power comes in front. If we multiply both sides by 100, then we get the percentage errors. For power also, therefore for power also, you need to take the relative error, fractional error or percentage error. Only for multiplication, only for addition and subtraction, we were taking absolute errors. बाकी हर जगह हमने relative error लिया है या percentage error लिया. ठीक है students, have a look at the whole derivation once. Who is 33 roll number? Write down a question now. An ant moves from point P to Q. An ant moves from point P to Q. Moves from point P to Q. This is P point and this is Q point. Okay. Along the circular track of radius 1 meter. Along circular track of radius 1 meter. An ant moves from point P to Q along a circular track of radius 1 meter. If the time taken is 1 second, find angular speed of the ant. If the time taken is 1 second, find angular speed of the ant. We have to find omega. You can notice angle is also given here. So yes, any suggestions how to do? How to do this? Angular speed निकालनी है. Angle over time. Angle should be in radian. Divide by time. तो चलिए बताइए, how much will this angle be in radian? 60 degree in radian. How we can convert that? I told you one day na, how to convert radian into degrees and degrees into radians. Who will tell? How much is 60 degree in radian? Yes, students?
Ma'am, pi by 3.
Pi by 3, yes. So your angle is 60 degree, that is pi by 3. 180 by 3, that is 60 degree. All right. So omega is angle upon time. But you have to take time period. But here for this particular angular span, corresponding time is given, so we can take instantaneous also. So what would be the answer according to you? Pi by 3 over 1. Okay. So what would be the answer according to you? Yes, any answers? And find linear velocity also. Do one more thing. ये तो ओमेगा आ गया आपके पास. Find linear velocity v also. How will you do that? You already know the relation. ये आपका आ गया pi by 3 over 1 second. So this is pi by 3 radian per second. This is your omega. You already know the relation between omega and v. So v is equal to r omega. R is again 1. So pi by 3 meter per second. That is how you can find linear velocity as well. Write the next question now. A graph is again given to you. This type of VT graph is given here. And markings are 0 second, 10 second and 20 second. This is minus 12 and this is plus 12. What you have to find? The graph shows velocity time graph for a moving truck. What will be distance traveled by truck in the time interval 0 to 20 seconds? Calculate distance traveled by truck for the whole journey, you can say. From 0 to 20 second उसने कितना distance travel किया ये आपको calculate करना है. कैसे करेंगे कौन बताएगा? How can we find distance from VT graph? Who will tell me how can we find distance from VT graph? By calculating. Yes.
Area of the.
Yes.
Ma'am,
area under the graph. By calculating area under the graph. So calculate area under this graph and area under this graph separately first of all. पहले आप separately find करिए. Then we will see how to find the total distance traveled. So half into base into height. 60 meter आ गया for each part. 60 and 60 आ गया for each part. देखिए. तो क्योंकि ये प्लस 60 है ये माइनस 60 है सो द एवरेज डिस्टेंस कितना हो गया 0. सो दैट ट्रक हैज नॉट ट्रेवल्ड एनी मीनिंगफुल डिस्टेंस. दैट मीन्स ठीक है वो ऊपर प्लस 60 है नीचे माइनस 60 हो गया आपका. सो योर आंसर विल बी 0. सो द ट्रक हैज not traveled any distance. Let us do one question on dimensions to recall. You will do. Convert G into FPS unit dimensionally. Can you do this? Can you try? Convert G equal to 9.8 meter per second square into foot pounder system dimensionally. Will you be able to do this? Yes, students? Dimensionally convert करना है आपको. MKS to FPS conversion. Yes, Himanshu. Yes, try it. Tell me the answer I am also doing here. Try it yourself. Don't look at the board. When you finish, then you look here. So here the dimension involved is M0L1 T minus 2. Old system, new system. N1, M1, L1, T1. Here we write the values corresponding to MKS system. Mass को ignore कर दीजिए. This is M, not meter. Mass को मैंने M लिखा है. This is 1 meter. This is second. N2 we have to find. ये भी M. LB means pound. LB means pound. Put the values now in the formula. So this way I have substituted the values. Only now you have to solve. 1 foot is how many meter I told you when we did the conversions. 1 foot is how many meter? 0.3048 meter. Solve that and that will be your answer. Chalo, karo solve. Tell me what is the answer.
मैम नीचे 0.3
Yes.
ले सकते हैं अकेला.
What?
मैम 0.3 ले सकते हैं 0.3048 की जगह पे.
हाँ ले सकते हैं but then you won't be getting the exact value.
ओके मैम.
चलिए 9.8 over 0.3048 that is 32.15 something like that. So 32.15 feet per second square. This is the value of G in foot pounder system. You have learned the value in MKS system 9.8, but if you want to convert it to any other system, same method you have to follow. So always keep on doing the practice, this kind of practice, only then it will be useful. Otherwise आपको वहाँ पे एक तो speed का constraint रहेगा, दूसरी चीज derivations में there are some chances कि आप को कोई step बीच में आपका stuck हो जाए and you don't arrive at the right result. So for that purpose, please do the written practice. I am telling you again and again, right? Do the written practice. Okay, students, fine. Is this question clear to you? I give you one more question now. Write down using dimensional analysis. Do that. Velocity of, write down. velocity of transverse waves, velocity v of transverse waves through a rope, velocity v of transverse waves through a rope is a function of Young's modulus y and density rho of solid. Two factors are given, and density rho of the solid. Derive a formula for velocity dimensionally. So there are two factors. One is Young's modulus, another is density. Derive a formula dimensionally for velocity of transverse waves through solids. Yes, hurry up, do this. I have initiated it already. Complete this and tell me what is the formula, final formula that you get. Yes, hurry up. All of you do it. So I'll also do it side by side. Check your results. So these are the values of A and B. Now check it out, whether you are doing correctly or not. Young's modulus is stress over strain basically. So it is, strain is dimensionless. So that's why it is having same dimension as that of stress or pressure. तो ये होगी pressure की dimension. ठीक है, बाकी nothing to worry about. आपका A आ रहा है 1/2 and B is -1/2. So what is your formula? And here K is 1. So the formula is Y by rho. This is the formula. So I think you must have recalled the method. You can try different questions now. Any doubt in this question, you can ask. Yes, students, if you have any doubts, you can ask. And